All right, obviously a tough one. Felt like we played a pretty good game overall. Just a little stretch there at the end that ended up costing us, but a lot to take from it. A lot to take from it, kind of recalibrate on Monday and then kind of get back to it and just tighten some things up going into Southern Miss.
Kev, the 11-0 run that San Francisco had to end the game, what did you see there? And did you see anything defensively that you guys obviously could have done better? What did you see in that run, that 11-0 run?
Yeah, I thought we were just a little, just about a half step late. We gave up some looks. We just didn't get matched up in transition. We kind of jogged back a couple times, even after a dead ball. We jogged back and weren't quite matched, just weren't quite focused and just kind of being where we needed to be, kind of the at that moment, and they made some shots, and we were just I think just a half step late there for a couple possessions, and to their credit, they made us pay.
Kevin, it seemed like things got a little stale offensively late in the game there. Did you consider calling a timeout to maybe settle things down, and what's the merit of letting your guys play through situations like that long term and big picture?
Yeah, I mean, we're always talking about it, when to call them, when not to, but yeah, I mean, the guys have. We've been in these situations a couple times this year and gotten stops. So just kind of let the flow of the game happen. But, yeah.
Toward the end of the first half, the team went up by, I believe, 10, and San Francisco countered with, I believe it was a 3-2 zone. Kind of rattled the team for a brief moment. They obviously were able to kind of get past that in the second half. But during that stretch in the first half, when they hopped into that 3-2 zone, what were they able to do to kind of rattle the team offensively in that moment?
Yeah, I thought they just did a good job of making us go side to side. We were just a little timid, I think, in attacking. Sometimes zones can do that to you. We had a pretty good flow going in the first half, of course, ending up with a pretty good point number going into halftime. But I do think, yeah, it just kind of got us going side to side a little bit and kind of took a little bit of that punch away.
Coach, they had 15 offensive rebounds. Was it so much something that they did or something that you guys weren't doing on the defensive backboards? Yeah,
I mean, rebounding, it's a physical kind of toughness thing, and it's not that we don't have tough guys or we don't have physical guys. I think they did a good job. They getting in good position, fighting and clawing for offensive rebounds. And, yeah, I think in the first half when we got off to a little bit, when we were able to create a little bit of a cushion, I thought we were getting good, clean defensive rebounds, and we were able to run out and really take advantage in transition. But, yeah, they made a little adjustment, it seems like, and and did a really good job. I mean, Meeks had a really good game and gave him a lot of second possessions.
Coming out of the timeout with 6 seconds left, did you drop the shot for Keyshawn in that situation? What did you think of that final possession?
Yeah, I mean, Keyshawn's been shooting it great. So we wanted to get downhill and just kind of get a good look at the rim.
Are you okay with the pull-up for a 3, or would you maybe like to see him get in for a 2 and go for the tie?
Yeah, I mean, it's something we'll look at and talk about, but, there's a lot of different situations you can always go through.
Coach, first time this team has experienced a loss. How do you use this? What do you say to the guys to move forward?
Yeah, that one's the one we talked about in the locker room. Just getting back to Monday, getting back at it, kind of doing what we had done to get to this point, I think. I thought a lot of things that we had done to get to this point, we've just got to tighten up a little bit. Just kind of get back to it Monday, but it's good because now we have another team, really hot team in Southern Miss coming in on Thursday, so we got 3 days to prepare for it before the break. So I think, we'll be able to watch a lot of film with the guys. We'll be able to take a lot of good looks at situations that presented themselves tonight. But most importantly, we can kind of just get back to the drawing board with them, get back to the film room with them, and just see what we need to tighten up with and see what we need to do better going into Thursday.
Luis, an 11-0 run for San Francisco to close out the game. What did you think happened over those final 3 minutes?
Defensively, just our communication. We just didn't communicate enough to find open mans, and just they beat us to a couple of spots when we was on defense, and it's just really just our talking part of it. We just didn't communicate, scrambled quick enough, small stuff like that, and just led to buckets for him.
EJ, on the final shot where Keyshawn took the three, was there an offensive call on that play, or what did you think of the shot?
Yeah, that's what we wanted. I mean, good shot for us, a good shot for Keyshawn, shot that he's made all season. So, we're cool with that.
For both of you guys, obviously being newcomers, understanding what this team had went through last year up in San Francisco, we understand this is you guys' first loss of the season, but does this loss feel a little bit different, maybe like you guys let this one slip away?
Yeah, I think just communication part of it, like, yeah, we let it slip. We just got to be better down the stretch, certain things, clean up certain things, but we definitely let this one get out of our hands for sure.
And there was a moment in the first half where, EJ, this one is for you. There was a moment in the first half where San Francisco, I believe, went 1 of 13 from three coming into the game. They were shooting about 31%. Did you guys feel comfortable with as many threes as they took?
I mean, we ain't comfortable with nobody getting open look threes. They did a good job of sharing it. It's on us to scramble and our ball pressure. It's something that we can't wait to work on this week. But, they did a good job. They knocked down big shots when they needed it, and they ended up coming out on top.
EJ, how would you assess the shot quality, the possessions that you guys had offensively in the last 6-7 minutes or so once you guys built that lead?
I mean, we just got to get the shots we want. I mean, those shots that we made in the first half. That's something that we know we're going to make down the stretch of the season. It didn't happen to fall tonight. That's something we got to rely on our defense. I think this is the first time a team got better in the second half on us as far as shooting, as far as, shot quality. They did an excellent job on that, but it's on us, and it's on us to, see what adversity does to us, you know what I'm saying? So we're excited to see how we come back and show everybody that, we can bounce back and not let that affect us and continue on that on and never forget it, but always keep it there for us going into March.
For either one of you guys, I believe it was about 10 minutes left. San Francisco went on one of their runs. I believe Kevin Kruger chose to hold on to those 3 timeouts. I think you guys may have even ended the game with 2 timeouts. When you guys are on the floor and you guys aren't getting the shots that you want on the offensive end, but you guys aren't necessarily able to stop the bleeding on the other end, is there a little part of you that is kind of glad that your coach didn't call a timeout, allowing you guys to kind of work through the Kings?
Yeah, I think he trusts us a lot, and it's basketball. It's a game of runs. They're going to make their runs, but we just have to be better defensively. Like, it comes down to defense. Like, we can say offense this, it came down to defense, and we just didn't make the scrambles quick enough. We didn't get to positions quick enough, and we just have to be better. It's like that simple, yeah.
You have another one?
EJ, in the final minute, you got into the lane for a little jump shot. We've seen you hit that shot in the clutch this year. Did you feel like that was your shot? Did that feel good? What did you think about that particular shot?
I just missed it. I just missed it, so, I'll make it next time.
All right, thanks, guys. Thanks, guys.